Yo, what's up? So good to see you as always. Today, we're going to be chasing this weird idea I had last night, which was to be sampling different instruments and then kind of creating a pattern, resampling that pattern, and then slicing up that pattern to see what kind of results it comes up with. No clue, haven't tried it yet. I've kind of done something similar on the Octatrack, but I haven't done it on the Digitakt before, so let's just give it a shot. And full disclosure, I work at Electron, but no, this ain't a sponsored video by anybody. I just use these to make music. All right, so I have these big strings that I really like. I got most everything running through the Maracai. The output coming out of my patch bay, all these instruments are going to be going through the Maracai before it hits this, just to give it a little bit of a little character. All right, so I just want to go ahead and sample this in. Cool, so now that that's on 8, I'm mainly just going to be using 7 and 8 to put samples on and then kind of, comp them together as I go. Because I already have a drum beat going that I like. I guess I could technically sacrifice 6 because I'm not really doing anything there. But, whatever, let's see. Okay, cool, I like that. Where does it land? It's here, we'll make sure it's right on. Lower its volume. Shave off some of the low end. And maybe do a big attack on it. All right, so let's find another sound. I really like this. Yeah, here we go. All right, let's lower this. Turn this up. That's cool. Okay, sweet, I like that. And this is set to 32 steps. You know what, I'll just go ahead and open that up all the way. Sweet, I just needed to grab it once, right? That's it. So this comes our first resample little mission. We're gonna go ahead and mute everything except these last 2 tracks. Go back to our sampling here and change our source to the left and right output, main left and right. We'll lower our threshold just a bit. And this I want to grab, 2 bars. 2 bars will be fine. So 32 steps. Arm it. Sweet. Pause that. Now, I'm going to save it onto 8. I'm just going to keep pushing everything back onto 8. If I go to 8, I really want to clear this track. When I clear the track here, it's not going to clear any of the settings, so I'm just going to go ahead and clear all these. And you need to be cognizant that if you have settings here in this filter, you have to go to this filter page specifically, because if you're here and you clear out this filter page and you go here, that setting's still going to be there. So just a little note thing that I learned the hard way. All right, so now let's see. All right, with everything else. Okay, this is great because now I wanted to add something else in here. Let's try the amber upright. Sweet, save that, save it to 7. Da-da-da. That's it. Dope. And what's tight, I think I'll be able to grab just track 7. There are things called triggerless triggerers, which let you apply parameters specifically to a step without re-triggering the sample. And I'm going to send this to the delay. There it is. And then we'll change our time to a little reverb. Whoops. Okay, cool. So, moment of truth. I think this is where things are going to get interesting. I'm going to add a bass a little later, but I'm going to go ahead and resample all this stuff back onto track 8. And then I'm going to slice it up and do that weird pitching thing that I like to do to see what weird result we'll get out of this. So going back to our sampling here, we'll change our input to main left right, open up our threshold a little bit. 32 steps is fine. Yeah, let's do it. So now if I get rid of this and we play this, track 8 should still be the same. And it's in there. And because it's 32 steps, I'm going to go into slice mode, open up our grid, and I'll just put down boom, 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 boom. And we'll make our grid 16 linear locks. Now, let me save this pattern just as a quick like checkpoint, right? Let me try tuning this down, see what happens. Let's go down by a third. Okay, open this up. We'll save this pattern. Here, I'm gonna try a random lock. Almost worked. Let's try this. Wild. Let's go linear, but on the very end, I can grab this and say, you know what, just play slice 2. See, now I'm hearing the 1 here. I think it's because of this. Let's see how this works if I put it here. Nope, I still hear the 1 here. Which is fine. We can slide this over, holding down function, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I like this. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this pattern from 13 to 14, and I wanted to try something else out on 14. So in the middle of making this, I kind of heard the keys and the strings together sounding pretty dope in this weird little section, and I wanted to play that chromatically. So now we're on page 14. We can almost consider this maybe a B section, right? We're here. I'm gonna go to track 8 and I'm just gonna clear it out. And I'm actually gonna put this back into one-shot mode and go back to the sample right before this. Right there, that first key hit I like. You know what? I'm gonna abandon ship on this idea. Wasn't as cool as I thought. All good. Let's go back to the pattern at hand. I'll try and come up with a bass line for this. So I'm gonna pull up my favorite patch, one that I made in that last video with Duran Land style bass, right? This video here in case you're curious. So I went down a third on this sample and the note I played is G. So 1, 2, 3, should technically be B, E. Oh, it works. Here's G. Let's see, we'll do. Do we want to go cheesy? Because this is really driving. But I think it's borderline cheesy. Or just straight. Let's get this situated. Kind of cool. Yeah, and then I can control it using the filter here. So back to our sample page, clear that out, 32 steps. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that. And then our input, of course, will be input left and right. Lower our threshold. Awesome. Oh, when it all breaks out. Okay, cool, I'm done with this. What happens if I... 7's already got some weird stuff on it. We'll clear that up. Let this open up the whole way. I wonder if I can just clean that up by putting another step here. Yep. That way it only lets half the loop play and it ignores that part. Now we can just really bump this. I mean, it's taking over. I have a pretty heavy compressor here. And it's doing that little resonant, ooh, right? Whoa. Bring this up slowly. Save that, open this up. Oh, you know what we can do with this pattern? We'll copy it, we'll go to here, pattern 14, and paste it here again. I'm gonna mess around with this. Remember when we had that weird staccato moment? We'll do that here. And then I'm gonna take page 2. So when I was playing this, the bass line in, I noticed that G worked, and so did D. Oh my God, listen to this thing. Struggling. Okay, so if I'm at E, G works. What's the 5th of E? A? B. Okay, sorry, I'm thinking out loud here. If we listen to just this for a second. And I go to track 8. It's this. What if these here, actually on the second page, went up back to their original pitch of G. Okay, cool. That works. We'll also set these to G. So it's gonna go hold on. G, E, G, G, A, D, D. That'll be cool. So we're gonna extend this to 32 steps. We're gonna take the second page, copy that, paste it here. We're gonna push this up from the original 2 semitones up, just to A, real quick before we drop it down to D, which is the 5th, which drop it down to D because A is the 5th of D. I think I am thinking of this correctly. I could be way freaking wrong, but here, let's see. And then from G to drop G down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, wait. Okay, yes. We're still on the right track. Okay, this could be absolutely awful. I pray that this works. Let's see. Kind of there. It almost sounds like this whole section wants to go up, right? So here we're up +2, and I'll push these 4 up to +2. Man, this is kind of cheeseball, but let's open it up. I forgot I had those snares on here. Okay, we're missing, this works, but we're missing one little section here. Let's see, track. That's where it's at. So these end here on 0, and these need to go to 0. You know, it's funny, I think I've gotten into the weeds on this one and am getting the pattern to be too complicated. And I don't really like melodic, crazy patterns. Yes, I'm learning the piano, and yes, I'm trying to apply those methods, which is good, but I'm taking it to a place where I kind of don't like it. And I have an idea. One final idea before we hit the road. I'm gonna kind of go back to my inspiration, that Detroit style, loopy, simple movement across a bar or 2 bars. And I'm gonna try and make an interesting 1 bar with this, but at like 6 steps or 10 steps instead of it being 64 steps like a whole crazy 4-bar thing. I like the bass line, right? This is cool. I'm down with this. We make the 16 steps and it still works. Awesome. You go to track 8, there's this. We'll go to our sources, create a random lock, unlock that. Look, what did I tell you? This I'm already vibing with more. But the thing I don't like about this is it's, we need to move some stuff around, so maybe push this over here. Push this here. Push this over. Maybe get rid of that one. All right, I'm gonna save this as a decent pattern point. We're gonna change our grid. All right, now let's randomize this. This is quantized. Our swing is up. It's like we're almost there. Copy this, push it. This needs to be a different slice. And then tuning. How about -2? Now, would the strings work on here? That's the ultimate question. Oh, I like that. That gives it that tension. But this is relief. Yo, this is driving. All right, I'm gonna hit some sour notes. Forgive me ahead of time. See what else works. Nope, I really just like that E and that B. This has, I don't know what this is. Somebody tell me why this B works. But the E is where I want it to be. I have 6 still. I can go ahead and just grab 6. Let's just grab straight up strings, just going. Okay, that's fine. We'll save this onto 6. Done. stop all this. We'll go to 6, clear out everything of it. Whoa, there's a lot of bass in that. What the hell? I did not hear that. What the hell? Track 6 is that many? Let's put this here on the... And then we'll make it really, really sparse. Way back there. We'll even high pass it, resonate it. Well, that'll be cool to put a little movement on there. Right, filter, frequency. A little slower, of course. Way less depth, way less resonance. Further back, more reverb. Oh, that's what those were. I had all my snares on 6. My bad, those are long gone now. Actually, real quick, I wonder if I could do something weird with this bass. Let's copy this pattern and we'll put it on 16 real quick. I'll go to our bass and we're just gonna change it to slicing. All right, so this is gonna look weird and it's probably ultimately sound weird, but I'm just gonna pretend I know where I want the bass slices to be. So we're gonna do... Okay, so the reason I did that is so I can go into source and then create random locks to these steps. Oh, this is almost there. So this slice on that weird note, I actually want it to be the first note. And then this is here. I love the Either way, there's no saving this one, folks. It is what it is. Let this be a lesson to go chase your curiosity. Give it a shot. You never know what'll happen. They can't all be winners, right? Either way, appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much for making it to the end. If you did, let me know down below. Hope to see you again next week. And until then, you already know the drill. Share the love, share the knowledge. Knowledge is power. Peace.